Violet was born on October 15th. It was magic when we met her. It was just so instant and it changes you. She taught me how to be a good mother just because she made being a mom so easy.
She had like a little plastic tea set that she liked to set out, and then she'd, we'd be invited for tea. She'd make a thing about pouring everybody's tea, and then like you'd stir it and you'd get a cupcake or a cookie. She made sure she had #1 pick of like which teacup she got. And in fact, I don't even know if I picked. I think she just gave me what I was entitled to, which usually was like, which one do I like the least? Here you go, you can have this one. I'll keep these 3.
Her laugh was infectious. It was just this amazing, like, guttural, like, giggle. You couldn't not laugh when you were around her, and she was just so full of light and energy, and always made everybody happy when you saw her, because she just had a smile that just lit up the room.
You do believe.
Logan loved Legos. He loved Legos. He loved riding his bicycle, skateboarding.
Ski too.
He liked to ski, so he was a very sporty kid. He didn't have time to be bored. He just was always moving. I mean, we called him the shark because he would never stop moving.
Mm-hmm.
He was just constantly going. He really liked music. He loved the Irish jig. He always liked to play the Irish jig. It was like constantly, even when he was in the hospital.
My name is Mike DeCyper. I'm a pediatric neurosurgeon. I specialize in brain tumors, and I work at Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago. DIPG stands for diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma. And what that basically means is it's a malignant brain tumor of the brain stem, which is arguably the highest priced real estate in your brain. And the intrinsic, the I in that abbreviation, means that it's growing within the fibers of your brainstem. So it's not something that we can remove surgically because it's diffuse. It's growing in between normal tissues. And that is, in a nutshell, what makes it so difficult for me to do anything with surgically, but also to treat properly.
When we got the diagnosis, it's hard to put it into words, but it's almost like everything just kind of stopped. Dealing with that, reeling within that was, just impossible.
As a surgeon, I'm one of the first line physicians who tell families their child has a brain tumor. And that's where I have to go through and say, hey, look, this is what the scans show. This is what I think it is. This is what I can do. And this is maybe things I can't do. When it comes to DIPG, when you look at the scan, you usually get a bad feeling.
Four horrible letters that changed our life completely.
What you hear in your world is like, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do for your kids. And you're trying to keep it together, you're trying to understand and analyze and see what you're not gonna take. There's nothing we can do as an answer, as a parent.
Yeah.
this disease came and took away the most precious thing in our world, am I just going to sit back and let that happen? What happened to Violet and to all these other kids who get a brain tumor, it's just wrong. And there's part of our kind of calling in life is to see the things that are wrong and try to make them right. And it's impossible to think that we're not called to do it now after what happened.
When you're faced with a childhood cancer diagnosis, your life is on pause, but life is still happening, whether it be bills or just different financial needs that you have, like those things are still present. He was born in 2019, healthy, full-term baby, no issues. But then at around like 9 months old, we started noticing he would like choke, it sounded like, when he was breastfeeding. And so that's really where everything sort of started, because then we had all these doctors coming in trying to really figure out what's going on. And so eventually they told us the next step would be to do an MRI.
That's sort of when they saw the tumor on the image. And I remember we came back to the room and there were already 2 doctors waiting for us, right? And then one of them introduced himself as I'm a neurosurgeon. For us, that's, it's sort of strange, right? But they saw a mass, he showed us the image, and they prepped him for surgery the next day.
You want to show your picture? Wow. We first got connected to Violet Foundation through our social worker. We went from a dual income family to a single income family to him going on medical leave several times. And so did not have to worry about the finances, for a few months. I think that's huge.
The first time I spoke to Steve on the phone, when the hospital put us in connection with the Violet Foundation, I knew that this was not going to be a one-off situation. We shared a story that I wouldn't want anyone to share, but having someone who knows what we are going through and what we've been through, and because they've been through it already and they're doing so much to help families that are going through the same thing, in the hope that their kids have a better chance than our kids did. To us, this is very, very important.
Every family that we help, every doctor who gets a research grant from us finds out who Violet is. That her little legacy is living through these moments of giving families some relief. That's feels so good as our parents to have her continue to live on that way. Not the way we want, but hopefully in a way that one day she's a little piece of the puzzle that helps to beat this thing.
Supporting research and putting your quarters in the jar at the gas station for cancer research. Every penny counts. The science of moving on from some early findings to a clinical trial. And it's a long road, but you can't get started without some funding up front. And there's really just no other mechanisms right now that really will do that like philanthropy can.
This is why we keep coming back. Our story is not done. Just because Logan is,
Is not here.
is physically not here,
Is here with us.
our story is not done. His story is not done.
No.
His story, Violet's story keeps going. And thanks to the Violet Foundation, it can keep on going.
In every empty space, the words of love you're in my face, and every time we lie to raise me. If you could hold me now, I'll never let you go. And the words of most regret, I'm the ones that never meant to be. You are my sunshine. She can hear us.
She can hear us. My only sunshine.
You make it happy. Work us so great. You never know, dear, how come I worry you? We don't have my sunshine away.
Say I love you.
Love you.